Richie, thanks for joining us. Congratulations, you've done it. It's the playoffs. How do you feel?
Obviously delighted, but I think the players have to take all the credit. The journey that they've been on this year and the development that they've shown, and us as a club as well. The players got off the coach today, and there must have been about 500-600 supporters each side of the railings to cheer the players on. So I think it's important that we have days like this because we're a developing club. We want to get to a certain stage, and you have to go through games like this. Even if we would have lost today, you still need to experience these experiences to get better and grow. But I hope that a lot of young supporters have travelled today. I hope a lot of young supporters have watched us over the last 7-8 months and enjoyed what they've seen, because we're a club on the up, and I'm pleased more than anything for the supporters.
And the players worked so hard. It was a magnificent start.
It was. We knew we'd watched the Cambridge game where they scored 2 from transition. Mansfield could have had a couple from transition. So we knew that if we got our press right and we won the ball within 2 passes, you can be right. You can right our goal. They're so high. And I know you watch Premier League teams do that, but you've got real speed at the back end of the pitch. So we knew we could hurt them. I think we could have had 1 or 2 more in the first half and made it more comfortable. However, they had a couple of chances. Josh has made a good save from Evans. And at no stage, I was comfortable when we had the ball. We didn't switch it enough. We played in certain areas for too long and never got out of there. We was really good on transition, but there's certain parts of the game that I didn't like. We just didn't shift. We didn't get to the ball quick enough, and they find pockets. And this club should be doing miles better than what it is.
Dan Ajayi was a real threat, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was a good, because we got into him at half time, because this is what happens. You go big pressure game. We need to win. We're not bothered about what is going to happen elsewhere. We need to win, and we start the game off, and you go 1-0, similar to England in the Euros, and then you've got it. Now it's yours, and you get scared of losing it. So the ball's coming to us, we're clearing it first. Take a touch, play. Okay? So I was a little bit frustrated that we got a little bit negative at times in the first half, because we went 1 and 2-0 up, and it's like, okay, we're just playing no risk football, and we don't want to make any mistakes, and that's not the way that we want to play. So we got into him at half time, and then Dan goes and does that great little run by Charlie, great little flick to open the angle for him, and a great finish. And then I'm pleased for Azim, because, like I say, we've got certain players that have probably not had as much game time in recent weeks. Mark Candy, Dylan, DJ, but the squad is all contributing, and these are good players.
Any injuries picked up today?
Brownie was struggling. Randell came off injured. Brandon had a niggle. We don't think it's anything serious, but just tired bodies, like Kelman shattered. But I'm fine with that. If you get to 70 minutes and you're shattered and you run your heart out and you give everything that you've got, we have legs and energy and skill on the bench to come on.
And there was a red card for Paul Terry. What does that mean now for the remaining games?
It makes a change, doesn't it? No, listen, PT's made an error. One thing I will say is the kid has come to try and get the ball in our technical area, and we haven't left the technical area. He's kind of stepped. He's pretty similar to one that I had with Randell Williams when he was at Bolton. So I can't wait till the letter comes from the FA and how much he gets fined. It's brilliant.
You've already mentioned them, but the supporters definitely played their part.
Outstanding, especially on a day where the trains were not an option to get up here from minute 1. Not even minute 1. Like I say, when we got off the coach, the colour, the enthusiasm, the noise that he made must have made the players feel special. And I heard it because I was sat on the coach watching the West Brom v Luton game, but the door was open and I could hear him as he finished the warm-up, the roar that came through. So I'm glad he enjoyed it, and hopefully, like I said, there's many more of these days to come.
6 straight wins. I think that's the first time since the O's have returned to the Football League. There's a momentum now as you go into those playoffs. Yeah,
it doesn't interest me, Dave. It doesn't, because everybody tells you lost 5 and a bounce. Momentum's so easy to get and so easy to lose. So we need to focus, and what we need to do is focus on the next training session. Stockport are a really good outfit, and they're a club that have developed over a number of years. So it'll be a difficult game. The only thing that we can do now is plan and make sure that the preparation is right going into a difficult game.